This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to a post-game edition of the Edmonton Oilers versus Dallas Stars. You see the graphic update itself because I know how to do that. No, seriously, the Oilers win 4-1 over the Dallas Stars. You can play La Bamba tonight and celebrate a big victory over top of a potential first-round playoff opponent for the Edmonton Oilers. Just a few days ago, now we move up to 84 points, continue to hold our spot in the third situation in the Pacific Division. I'm kind of scrambled up. It's been 2.5 hours of live streaming, and I'm really excited to have watched the Edmonton Oilers take home a big-time victory against the Dallas Stars. But as we get things wrapped up here, friends, if you're new to the channel, what I want you to do is consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolany TV. If I can actually play the graphic, I'm a little excitable. Can you tell it's been a good night? The Oilers winning 4-1 over the Dallas Stars in a meaningful game late in the season. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance, consider hitting that subscribe button. But where do you want to start? The Oilers, 31 shots on goal. They rough up Jake Ottinger for 4 goals. That's a pretty good place to start. Or do you want to start with Stuart Skinner having himself a fantastic evening in net for the Edmonton Oilers? I mean, the man made 25 saves, and I said it just at the end of the live stream, just as we were finishing off the play-by-play. Who is going to be the first star? Was it Janmark or was it Skinner? And they lined it up. Stuart Skinner save 25 of them on the night. He's the first star. McDavid is the second star with a goal and an assist. And Evan Bouchard with 2 assists tonight. He is your third star, and he continues to absolutely rally along the meaningful moments. But the Oilers will next play the Seattle Kraken in an afternoon game, 2 o'clock in Seattle, so that's exciting. We'll have that on Sportsnet West, which means it's a regional game, and we'll have a big old Saturday afternoon game on Dolany TV as long as everything comes together for us on that Saturday. I don't know what time hockey in Three Hills is on Saturday, but we'll find out then. That said, friends, it's been a good night for the Oilers, and you continue to keep pace in the Pacific Division. The Golden Knights and the Seattle Kraken both in action, same with the LA Kings. But to summarize this one, let's get the goal scoring wrapped up. Warren Foegele's 12th goal of the season, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' 52nd, and Evan Bouchard's 24th. So a huge get there from the Oilers, getting some big-time goal scoring out of the depth guys on the first goal of the game, and it was a beauty. Evan Bouchard down to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, whipping it cross-crease to Warren Foegele, and looks like the Sharks trying to get on the board early but couldn't do it. And then just about, what do I want to say, 3-4 minutes later, Matthias Janmark, Connor McDavid come flying down the ice on the penalty kill, and just goes to even strength last second as Vinny Desharnais picks up an assist on Janmark's goal as well. Connor McDavid moves to 130 points on that assist, but then Wyatt Johnston, no scoring in the second period. Wyatt Johnston makes it a 2-1 game midway through the third period, ruins the Stuart Skinner shutout. We were that close to getting a shutout tonight, 10 minutes away, and he gets a 19th goal of the season. Big one, tough one for the Oilers, but is what it is. And then Connor McDavid's 57th goal of the season made it on the power play. A huge game, a 3-1 game for the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl's 57th assist. Evan Bouchard picks up assist number 25. So like I said, point per game since Tyson Barrie's been gone. Fantastic to see out of Evan Bouchard. And Matthias Janmark then picks up the empty netter with just over 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. The Oilers, like I said, rough up Ottinger. It's a fantastic effort out of Stuart Skinner with 25 saves on the game. The hits even out to 27 apiece. The Dallas Stars beat up on Connor McDavid in the face-off dot. It was ugly. Of course, the Oilers did score a power play goal, so that was a big get for us, the home team tonight. And friends, I've talked enough about that, so let's take a second. Right now, we're about halfway through the video to recognize what this game actually means to the city of Edmonton, because tonight was a little bit more about the community than it was about hockey. Obviously, losing 2 valued members of the EPS today in a absolute, only way I can describe it, as a senseless tragedy early morning in Edmonton. And to Constable Jordan and Constable Ryan, I hope the boys did you proud up there tonight, because you know what, this one that we needed to win from the onset. I mean, there was no way that I think the Oilers were going to go out there and blow this game, but they needed to go out there and win this one tonight, and that is exactly what they did to get the job done for the community, right? You hope that every time the home team's playing at home, they go out there and try and win it for the home crowd, but they weren't trying to win it for the 18,000 plus at Rogers Place tonight. They were winning it for Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada as a whole, going through a pretty rough day. Obviously, waking up to the news that we did this morning. I mean, I'm listening on the drive-in on the radio station in Calgary. They do about a 3-minute news blitz at 8 o'clock in the morning, and that was probably the hardest news blitz I have listened to at 8 in the morning on that station in a long while. So shout out to Country 105 for breaking the story to me here down in southern Alberta this morning, but big time shout out to the Edmonton Oilers for getting it done and stepping up for the community when we needed a victory. We got one tonight, and that was absolutely phenomenal to see. But friends, as we carry on, just one last little check of how everything finished up. I do want to check in on something that I noticed in that game. I feel like I saw Vinny Desharnais out there quite a bit in the hockey game, and for some reason he actually only ended up playing 12 minutes and 22 seconds that game. So there was a point in the hockey game he played a lot of minutes back to back to back, but that 7-man rotation didn't seem to get him in there too much. Philip Broberg played 9:02. Evan Bouchard stepping up to 21:20. Matthias Ekholm at 22:23 or 22:39. As well, Darnell Nurse, where you at 18:47. So we have a new top pair in Edmonton by the looks of it. And I guess you could see a Cody Ceci at 18:03. So I guess you know how the ice time's being distributed, and I think the results are speaking for themselves since Mr. Matthias Ekholm showed up here in Edmonton, and obviously Stuart Skinner rocking a 1 goal against for the game, and how about that, a .962 save percentage. A good night all around for the Edmonton Oilers and a big victory. Like I said, it keeps us in third place in the Pacific Division for the time being. The Seattle Kraken can't kick us out of the place, and the Calgary Flames can do us a favor tonight, beating the Vegas Golden Knights. Right now, right, the wild card race lines up that the Kraken could be up to 83 points. The Jets fell tonight, so they're at 79. So the Oilers' gap for falling out is 79 to 84 now, and the Predators at 75. That gap is kind of getting bold for the Oilers, 9 points now, and that's what I'm saying. The Oilers need the teams below them to keep losing, and hopefully that continues tonight in the game between the Flames and the Golden Knights. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolany TV. Thank you so much for tuning into the post-game edition of the Edmonton Oilers coverage tonight. I am up on out of here.